Oh, $1 million. Too much to change. Too much to change. Buy my house, want to marry. Too much.
Meet Palle Bo, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world. At the age of 50, he made a bold decision. He sold everything, his house, his car, his furniture, and set out with a quest to visit every single country in the world, documenting everything along the way. This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
We're slowly moving towards Marrakesh. We're on the train from Rabat, and when we came to Casablanca, the train didn't go any further, so we needed to get off. We didn't know that we had to change train, so we got off and was looking for where to get the connecting train to Marrakesh. I asked one of the official guys, and he said platform 5, and put up 3 fingers. I know as much French that I knew that 5 means 5, and so I said platform 5 and put up 5 fingers, and then he said no. So I said platform 3 and put 3 fingers up, and he said oui. So we went to platform 3, and it was platform 5. And when we got there, a ton of people were standing waiting for the train, and the sign said that the train would leave for Marrakesh 45 minutes earlier. So I don't know if they didn't change the sign or if that was the train we were waiting for. Nevertheless, just a few minutes ago, a train came, and we got on board with all the people standing on the platform, and it's packed. So we're standing in a hallway of this old-time train. There's no room in any of the compartments, so we're in the corridor, slowly moving towards Marrakesh. Hopefully we'll get there, and hopefully we'll get a seat at some point. This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. Whenever you need a hotel anywhere in the world, go to Hotels25.com. That would get you the best price. Hotels25.com searches a bunch of the biggest hotel sites in one simple search. Hotels25.com. You should try it out. It actually works. Before arriving to Marrakesh, let's turn back the clock to when we were still in Rabat. Because after getting the last visa we needed, we met a guy with an off-road motorcycle outside the Mauritanian embassy. So I just got my visa for Mauritania, and so do you. Your name is?
My name is Jacob.
Jacob, and you're from?
From Poland.
And you have a motorcycle with a lot of stuff on?
With everything what I got. This is called my home, actually, because I sold everything, and this is all what I've got.
Yeah. But I don't have a motorcycle. I have a suitcase and travel from place to place.
Yeah, very good. It's my first long trip. So
which country are you going to?
I'm going to Bamako, to Mali. I guess. I hope we'll end there, and hopefully I will be back to Poland on this same setup as I went to.
Okay. So you're not taking every country in Africa?
No, not really, because I got only 2.5 months for this travel, and don't have a lot of money, so this is very low budget travel. I'm sleeping in a tent for over 3 weeks. Yeah. And it's tough, very tough.
But you sold everything. So do you have a house back in Poland?
No, I don't have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally open minded. I quit my job and sold everything, and I was wondering how I'm going to supposed to be in this kind of trip.
Yeah. But what do you do for money? How when you quit your job?
I used to have a restaurant a boat in Krakow, which was very good. I sold everything, so I got few money, not very good, not a lot, for this trip. And if I'll back, I will have so open-minded head that I can make everything.
Excellent. And I actually started my traveling in July last year, and been to 33 countries so far.
Amazing.
And plan to keep traveling for 5 to 10 years. But I work at the same time. I do radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
Yeah. So I can work anywhere. So we're also going to Mauritania and then Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and
My first thought it was kind of a rally from Krakow to Dakar.
It's called Paris Dakar.
Yeah, it was Paris Dakar. It was
Krakow Dakar.
Krakow is my own rally. Yeah, but it was very tough with the border. I was scared about the Rosso and this thing. And I met a guy in Germany who's Polish, and he said, "Fuck the Senegal. Senegal is boring and overrated. Go to Mali. Mali is amazing." And I said, it's not the destination, it's about the road, so
Exactly.
maybe it's time to change the directions. And I get the Mauritania visa, and I'm looking for the Mali embassy, and we'll find how much it costs. And
So you're driving through Western Sahara?
yeah,
I hear that we should be careful with cameras there.
with camels.
Yeah, cameras and
Cameras, yeah.
That's
Don't
what
like
I hear. They
everything.
really don't like it now. But I noticed that you have a lot of GoPro stuff. Do you do a YouTube blog or?
I got some YouTube lag, but I'm not a very socialized blogger or somebody. It's my first trip. GoPro gave me the camera to quick and
They did?
Yeah, they did. And I'm making this edits with the new application called Quick, and it's very quick because I don't have a computer, nothing have, so only phone, and it creates amazing movies in about a minute, and I don't need to work on this.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you very much on YouTube.
And actually, it's some amazing videos that Jakub did from his trip down through this part of Africa. I put a link to his YouTube channel on the RadioVagabond.com and in the show notes on your podcast app. If you're one of those people that have shared this podcast on social media, or maybe just told a friend out there in real life, I just want to say thank you so much. That means so much to me. At the moment, it's 9:30 in the apartment in Rabat, and we're leaving at 11 to go on the train to Marrakesh, where we're going to be spending the next week or so. And of course, we're packing right now, and I have a lot of stuff, and I know it. I have my backpack and I have my suitcase, and when I weigh it in for a flight, it's 20 kilos in the suitcase and 10 kilos in the backpack. So I'm traveling with 30 kilos plus what can be in my jacket pockets, and that's a lot, and especially here in Africa, because now we're going to be doing overland. We're going to be driving down the coast of northwestern Africa, and that's going to be, like I mentioned before, in shared taxis, in private cars, in buses, and to be dragging a big suitcase, that's not going to be popular. I spoke to my good friend Henrik Jeppesen, who's been to every country in the world, and I spoke to him when I was in Denmark, and he said, do not bring the suitcase, only bring the backpack. You need to travel light, especially in Africa. But I didn't listen. I said, well, that might work for you, but I need to have this. I have some radio equipment, I have some photo equipment, but I have a lot of stuff I really don't need. So now I'm getting worried that I should have listened to him, because I have a lot of stuff. And probably it's going to be a problem when we're doing this road trip, because there won't be room for my suitcase in the cars. My plan is then, if I need to, I will just have to buy an extra seat and pay for 2 people. That means it gets more expensive, but it's more like they're gonna look at me and say, "What the hell are you thinking, bringing all that stuff?" The suitcase is quite big. It's the one that's in the photos, where in my logo, where I'm walking with a microphone in one hand and this big blue Samsonite suitcase in the other hand. Plus that I have a backpack. Yeah, well, it's here now, and I just have to deal with it. But if I could go back in time, I might want to really scale down to absolutely the essentials. But that's the way it is. After being super productive in our work for the last week or so, we've decided to take a few days off. So right now, today, we've done the ultimate tourist thing to get on a red hop-on, hop-off bus that, of course, is also here in Marrakesh. And right now we just hopped off, and we're walking around the Medina of Marrakesh, and sitting at a cafe eating a waffle with bananas and Nutella, and it's very beautiful and very Moroccan right here. Here you can really feel that you're in Morocco. The buildings are what I pictured in my head before coming here. So Morocco and Marrakesh, it's beautiful, and it's a nice sunny day, and we're eating Nutella. Here in the crowded Medina of Marrakesh, we really felt that this was a bit of a tourist trap. A girl all of a sudden grabbed Edward's hand and started painting a dragon before he could say a word. And as she was giving him this henna tattoo on his hand, he kept on saying that he didn't want it, and he especially didn't want to pay for it. But she kept on doing it, and then she asked for a ridiculous sum of money a few minutes later. It was not pretty, and Edward wasn't happy about it. He tried to wash it off, which actually only made it worse. It turned bright orange, but more on this later. When we were walking through the narrow streets and trying to find our way back to the main road to get back on the red bus, a young guy, Hassan, said that he would show us the way. And just by coincidence, well, maybe not, we walked past his father's shop.
He's a mountain goat. He can jump, he can do everything. Try to overcome your fear in the words and distracted thought. Remove the thought you discover in yourself and attain greater control of your mind and emotion.
It was an old man that looked a lot like Ben Kingsley, you know, from the Gandhi movie. He was super friendly and a holistic healer of some sort, and he turned out to be a fantastic salesman.
Don't listen to the doctors. Doctors are human surgery, a human carpenter. You have to do the operation.
All of a sudden, Edward was getting a treatment for his back pains. And meanwhile, I spoke to Hassan. We talked about Morocco, and he tells me that he's frustrated about so many young people being unemployed here in Morocco after many years in school. So if he was in charge, he would change a lot.
So much to change. Too much people not work.
Yeah.
All the years in the school after not work. Not good. It's crazy. Too much people to find to go in the street, not sleep, not have house. Have too much people who sleep in the street.
And for himself, if he won the lottery, he would also change a few things.
Oh, $1 million. Too much to change. Too much to change. Buy my house, want to marry. Too much.
Solar panel for sex machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, in Morocco we say, snow on the top, but fire below, fire in the grave.
We were walking around in the Medina here in Marrakesh and trying to find a way out to the main road and maybe jump back on the bus. And we met this young guy that said, "I'll show you the way." And just by coincidence, he took us past his father's shop and introduced us and said, "Oh, this is my father." And we shook his hand and he said, "Where are you from?" And we said, "Well, we're from Denmark." And then he said some words in Danish and said, come in here. I need your help to translate some stuff here." And then he showed us this guest book of people, Danish people, a lot of Danish people. And he was very quick in finding the quotes from people having been there. It turns out that he's this holistic healer.
Holistic healer, yes.
Holistic healer.
Magic man.
The
Magic man of Marrakesh.
Yeah. And he called himself a
crack healer.
Quack healer.
Quack healer, exactly.
Yeah. So you went upstairs with him
Yes.
to get a massage.
He took me upstairs. He took off my clothing.
Gave you a happy ending.
Gave me a happy ending, yes.
No, not really.
No, acupuncture, massage.
Acupuncture?
Well, it wasn't acupuncture, but reflexology.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hitting the acupuncture spots, but not with needles, but just with massage.
We're passing the street here.
Yeah, we shouldn't get run over. And actually, my back isn't hurting anymore. I had a lower back pain. It's gone now, so it actually worked. One thing I was saying so far, the pain I was feeling in my back is gone. So you did something. Something happened.
You would see the Zot. Big one, big car.
Big one, big up tomorrow morning.
And then we had mint tea and spoke a lot to him, and he was really an interesting guy, and I had no plans of getting a massage or a treatment of any kind, but all of a sudden I was upstairs on the table as well. And
maybe had other plans.
Maybe had other plans. Yeah. The treatment was $400, and then he gave us some what was it?
Desert anise.
Yeah. And you said, how much is that? And he said, no, we're friends. It turned out that we weren't that good friends. So it was 150 for a handful of this stuff.
Friend price.
Friend price, yeah. The 550 dirhams that we both ended up paying to the magic man of Marrakesh was about $60 50 euros. Times two, so he had a good day, and we had a good day as well, because just meeting the guy was worth every single dirham.
Yes. Fun experience.
And a good day in total.
For sure. I have my hand tattooed with henna, with a retarded scorpion, which I said, I don't want it, don't give it to me, and she just took my hand and put it on.
This girl, she just grabbed your hand, and all of a sudden we're painting some henna tattoo on your hand, and you washed it off, and it turned orange.
Yep.
It looks terrible.
Yep.
You can hardly see it anymore.
Well, not in the dark. Yeah, I told her I don't want anything. How much is it? I don't want to pay anything. She's like, no, don't worry about it. And of course, she's telling me that this normally costs 300 to 400 dirham.
Of course.
Normally, I'm like, what? Are you crazy? She's like, you give how much you want, but 100. I'm like, no, you can have it 20. I didn't ask for this. You gave me a retarded scorpion. I don't want to pay for it. She looked at me. She's like, no, give me 100. I'm like, no, you're not getting 100. I'll give you 20. And I was like, about to just leave with the 20. She's like, okay, give me the 20 then. But that's a good business right there. Grab unsuspecting tourists, shove henna tattoo on them, and then ask them for money.
And that was almost it for this episode, brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best prices on hotels and guest houses and hostels around the world in one simple search. Hotels25.com, it's best price guaranteed. In the next episode, that will actually be released in a few days. You can join us as we go riding on camels and drive quad buggies, as they call them here. Also, I'll try to do something to solve my suitcase problem. My name is Palabo. See ya!